I want to show you guys what I've been doing to enjoy the game on my own terms. And I'm going to give you guys a bit of a tutorial as to why it is I am doing. As always, the information in this video can be found on gaminghero.io, which is an epic gold making guide website for both creators and gold makers alike. If you're interested, check it out. So for anyone that isn't aware of this, I actually have been doing a lot of Shadowlands mission tables recently, and I've been really enjoying them. So let's head over to Shadowlands, and what I'm going to do is actually set up a fresh character so you guys can see how I've been doing this. And I've done this on all of my characters. This is like one of the last ones I actually need to do it on, and so you guys are going to join me for this epic journey. Now, one thing I absolutely loved about Shadowlands was Torghast. Torghast was so much fun. I enjoyed Torghast so much. I really did. And I miss it a lot. I really wish that the Torghast scaled to today. And the damage and stuff that you do today, I really wish it all scaled up, because I think it's such a good system that they could have easily kept in the game and just filled it with transmogs and pets, and maybe added new pets or transmogs or mounts depending on the season. I think that would have been really good. A bit like Island Expeditions, but for Torghast. So now we're here. I'm going to actually head upstairs and use this portal, and then we're going to head over to the Flight Master. Now, before you get to this Flight Master, I suggest that you have 2,000 gold. What we're going to do is buy 4 of these Broker Mark of Distinctions. Okay, brilliant. We got 4 of them. Excellent. Now we're going to head back down towards the Enclave. Fantastic. And then what we'll do is just sign up to all of these various covenants, like so. And there's a really specific reason I'm doing what I am doing right now. I'm signing up to the Venthia. I'm going to use this Broker Mark of Distinction. I'm going to wait for the items to appear. There they are. Now we're going to go ahead and sign up to the Necrolords. We're going to do the same thing again. Wait for the items to appear. Wonderful. There they are. And then we're going to do it to the Bastion, which is the Kyrian. And sign up again. Use the Mark of Distinction. Wait for the items to appear. Brilliant. And then we do the Night Fae. I like to do the Night Fae because it's just the best. Night Fae is the best in terms of doing this strategy, because when you're using your Shadowlands wormhole, it's the closest to the mission table. There's not far to travel. Okay, and there is all the items. Now, what do we get from this? Well, first of all, we get 4,000 anima, and this can only be done once, by the way, guys, okay? So just one time you can do this per character. You get 4,000 anima, then you get 4 wisps of memory. Now, these wisps of memory give you 75,000 experience. This is going to come in really handy when we are power leveling our mission table. Trust me on that, you are going to love this. Now that is done, I would usually at this point go ahead and learn the Shadowlands Engineering, which is just here. So let's just head on over there. Shadowlands Engineering, done. Excellent. You only need level 1. Then I'm going to open up my toy box, and we're going to look for the wormhole for Shadowlands. Go ahead and use that and head on over to Ardenweald. First of all, I need to make sure that I actually get the quest to go to Ardenweald. Otherwise, I'm going to have to come back. So I don't want to have to do that. So let's quickly just grab that. Okay, there you go. There's the quest. Heart of the Forest. Yes. Okay, excellent. Now we're going to use the wormhole and go to Ardenweald. Lovely jubbly. The last Shadowlands mission table video I did was actually 2 years ago, and it was quite funny to go and re-watch all of the tips and tricks I did in that video. There we go. Lady Moonberry, lead the way. Hand the quest in and lead on. Wonderful. I've done this so many times that I'm honestly forgetting steps. Okay, now we're just going to chill in here until Lady Moonberry decides to shake a tail and get herself in here. Okay, now we need to pledge allegiance, so let's go ahead and kneel and receive the boon. Now we're just going to wait for this to quickly run out. It takes 30 seconds. Excellent. Now we're going to go ahead and finish that bit. And now we need to meet with the Queen. So let's go ahead and go and meet with that Queen. Now we are the Night Fae, so we will get the Soul Shape, which is really good because it's just fast and it's fun to be a fast moving target. It's quite nice in that way. So let's head up and see the Queens. We can pledge allegiance to the Night Fae. Excellent. And there we go. We're all done. Hand the quest in. And now we can head back down and we can actually get the mission table built. Let's complete this soulbind ritual, and it's important to only complete one soulbind ritual. Do not do it with the Dreamweaver or with Corian. It's important to only do it with Nia, okay? And there's a reason for that I'll explain later. Excellent. Yes, completing the soulbind. Lovely jubbly. Let's put these in. Wonderful. Now we can activate it. I always go for Nature's Splendor because it gives you a little bit of extra trade goods you can sell on the auction house, which is always nice. Sweet. That's perfect. Hand that in. And now we officially have a first companion. If you right-click the Dragon Isle symbol right here, you go down to Adventures. You can see the Shadowlands here, and you'll see we've got one companion, which is just there, and that's the only companion we've got. Now we're gonna need to level that companion up. So just bear with me and we will do that. So now we can use these 75,000 experience wisps of memory to power level that singular companion. So there we go. Let's right click that one, put that one in, do it again. And what we're doing is power leveling one companion. And the reason we do that is the troops are an average level of your companions. However, the troops will never go down in levels. So if you get your one companion to level 60, these guys will stay at level 60 even if you hire a bunch of level 1 companions. That's the beauty of this technique. So what we're focusing on here is just power leveling this singular companion all the way up to level 60 before we go ahead and hire all of the rest of the companions, because then these level 60 troops will be able to carry the level 1 companions and will be able to power level the mission table that much faster. Okay, that's perfect. So now what we're going to do is just grab this renown quest to basically collect 1,000 anima, which we can do at some point. It's not really a rush or anything like that. We're going to deposit our anima and then build the mission table like so. Mission table will take 1 hour. But in that hour, you can either log out and just log back in when the mission table is ready to go. Or you can do what I like to do, because I enjoy Torghast so much. I actually head back to Oribos and I do a bit of Torghast. Now, why do I do Torghast? Great question. I'll show you why. Because we have our companion at the moment at level 55, we want this guy to get to level 60. So the best way to do that is to basically get another Wisp of Memory. And you get another Wisp of Memory when you get to 67 renown. So 67 renown, we get one more Wisp of Memory right here. It's up to you what you do. This method of power leveling your mission table is so much faster. So let's head over to Torghast. Now I guarantee there are those of you right now that are questioning and you're like, Erosium, is this even worth it? I thought they nerfed the mission table. I thought they reduced the amount of gold by 90%. Well, guys, they actually did reduce the amount of gold that you can earn from mission tables by about 90%. Instead of it being 230 gold, it's now 23 gold, 25 gold per mission. However, what they didn't reduce is the pet charms. Not only the pet charms, but also the veiled augment runes. So this kind of like mixture of things you can actually use to make quite a lot of gold. The pet charms especially are really amazing earners. Why? Because you can literally just go and buy a bunch of pets from various vendors scattered across the world using these pet charms, and then you can sell these pets on various auction houses, your main auction house, or other realms depending on what it is you want to do. This is honestly one of the best gold making methods, and it's been in the game for a very long time, and I imagine it'll be in the game for even longer. I'm certainly doing it on all my characters possible, and I'm having a great time with this. Not only am I doing this, but on my second account, I actually farm pets as well in various locations throughout the world. I share that on Gaming Hero, so check that out. Okay, before I go to Torghast, I'm just going to make sure that it is actually unlocked, because otherwise I'm going to kick myself when I get down there and realise it's not even unlocked. So we don't want to be in that situation. Find a way into Torghast. Whew, there you go. Let's do the skip. Wonderful. Lovely jubbly. Skip to Courtier. Yes. Okay, now let's head on down to Torghast. Now, doing Torghast layer 4 and above is really, really easy for a level 70, first of all. But it will also give you a guaranteed renown if you do it fast enough. which is super quick and super easy to do anyway. So you can really quickly farm up enough renown to get to renown 67, which is where we want to get that extra reputation token, which is where we want to get that extra experience for our follower. You can go even higher, but I don't really think it's that worth doing. It's entirely up to you. If you really love Torghast, then do it, but you know, another 9 levels or another 10 levels just to get there, that's like, I mean, it's not that long actually, thinking on how fast Torghast is, like 3 to 4 minutes per run. That's actually not too bad. It'd be like a 40-minute run until you get there, but you'd have to do that on all your characters, so it's a bit of extra work. Nevertheless, we don't need to worry because we are having a blast with what we're doing already. Very simply, I'm just going to run through here on, I don't know, let's go 10. Choose your powers, and then literally just keep running. Don't stop running at all. Just kill everything. Everything dies super quick anyway, so you don't really need to be too concerned. And you will start to understand the routes that people go through Torghast. And you can die, so you just be a little bit careful. I mean, I'm working with Burning Rush on at the moment, which is an ability that speeds up my movement speed, but generally does damage me, so I do need to be a little bit careful, but not too careful. There's got to be a little bit of challenge, right? There'll be a little bit of challenge, Erosium. Okay, first one's done. I'm not really stopping for anything at all. And very simply, just as I go through, I just put dots on everything. Now, I wish this stuff, I know it sounds really bad, but I really wish that this stuff was actually scaled. You can stop to try and grab this companion if you want to, but I don't even bother. I know it will get me another companion later with Torghast and stuff, but I'm just not interested. I'll handle that another time. Right now, I just want the renown. I'm not really fussed about more companions or anything like that. Wonderful. And then we just quickly finish him off. I usually always use my empowerment on floor 3, just because it's a good idea to do that in general. I don't really bother to stop and deal with everything. I just can't be bothered. There's no need. I'm still going to get my renown either way, so it's not an issue. I do like my powers though. They are always really fun getting your powers, so I do like to do that. And I'm at the point now where I know the routes to everything now. I don't really have to be too concerned as to where it is I need to go, because I kind of know all the various Torghasts there are. This was my most enjoyable form of gameplay during Shadowlands, and I do really miss it now I'm back here. I wish there was like loads of transmogs I could farm from here, and loads of mounts and pets and stuff that I could keep farming, a bit like island expeditions, but there's just not enough here to keep me coming back all the time. If there was, then I would definitely play it a lot more. I really hope that Blizzard decide to add in a load of transmogs or something into this game just to make it a bit more interesting than what it is, because this is a great expansion feature. It just needs to be refined a little bit more. People didn't really like it originally because it was part of the player power, and people don't like being forced to play the game in the way that Blizzard want them to play the game. They much prefer to just be given a certain mechanic and say, hey, if you want to do this, do it. If not, don't worry about it. They don't like to be forced into doing it, and that's really why a lot of people didn't like Torghast. If they'd very much taken the approach of, hey, here's this cool form of gameplay, feel free to play it, there's loads of transmogged pets and mounts, people would have loved Torghast. But because it was part of player power, they hated the chore of doing Torghast, and that caused people to just generally not want to interact with Torghast. That's the problem as far as I can see. Okay, and then we're just going to finish the final boss up. Should be pretty easy. And he is down for the count. There's my first renown. Only took a couple minutes to go through, and we'll do it again now. We're just going to keep blasting through. I love Torghast because the random powers you can get just make your character so unique as you're running through the world. That's what I really like about Torghast. And then brilliant. Let's go. The demon's absolutely getting annihilated. Look at him. Bless him. Right. 67 renown. We should now have our Wisp of Memory. We can use this on our companion like so. That gets it to level 59. Now, really simply, I just need to transfer all of my various different XP buffs over to this character, and we'll be able to get to level 60. I'm just going to teleport quickly to Ardenweald and then fly over to the middle, which is where the mission table quest should be given to us after the 1 hour wait. and it'll be given down here whenever it's done. How long until it's done? 6 minutes. Okay, great. So I can just quickly go and log on to one of my other characters who's part in Ardenweald and just send over what I've got here. Now, one little strategy that I follow to basically make sure I can manage all my characters really easily is I actually create an operation using TSM and mailing, and I basically call it EXP, and I set this to whatever character I'm trying to funnel experience tokens to, and then I very simply send them all over to that character. So in this instance, I just need to change that name to the specific target. So I've gone to a mailbox, and now we just very simply need to change the name on that mail. So my mailing operation experience, and let's go ER, and then we got to do the funny O, or I could just use this alt thingy here. Pretty easy. There you go. And now we've set it to that. I can now just go ahead and press mail selected goods, and it will ensure that all three of these are sent to the correct account. Lovely jubbly. They're automatically sent to where I need them to go. And then we log back onto our character. We can grab them from the mailbox. And because they're account bound, they can't be sent to randoms either. So that's always good. Okay, let's go ahead and use our mailbox and just check on the mail we've got. Lovely jubbly. That's a bunch of XP tokens. Now we can just use these on this character and just quickly boost up the rest of the experience. Hopefully we've got enough here. Yeah, we definitely do. Okay, look at that. And then the final one to get us level 60. Boom! We did it. Well done, everybody. We're already at level 60. Now I can just go through and hire the rest of the followers. So there's 2 right here. You get that by just doing this soulbind. Grab him. He's now mine. Lovely jubbly. And then you're next. Lovely jubbly. Sweet. Then the next load of companions can be basically got by just opening up the mission table, as we will show you in a second. Okie dokie, so we finally got the quest. Now the mission table is ready. So now we get the pleasure to go and open up the mission table. This is really where the fun starts. As you know, each day I can just log into this character really quickly and do my missions, then log off super simply. Press on this, and now the mission table will be spawned. Lovely jubbly. I miss these mission tables so much. Now we very simply open it up, and you'll notice that there's this kind of like UI here. I'm going to close this and turn an add-on on, which is called TLDR. And TLDR is basically a mission table management add-on. It's super simple to use, and just follow my settings that I will show on screen. Okie dokie, so let's open up TLDR by pressing on the command table, then pressing TLDR. Then go ahead and press gold, anima, pet charms, augment runes, and then campaign missions. Campaign missions is really important because the higher your campaign level, the better the rewards you will get from the mission table, i.e. more anima, i.e. everything is just increased on a whole. So it's really good idea to make sure you got campaign missions turned on. You want to be blasting those out the second you see them, okay? Now, past that, we want to go to advanced, change this to hardest, change this to highest, increase the level to 60, and then always show UI and immediately start missions once calculated. Then we just press calculate. It will do the first mission, takes 30 seconds, hand the quest in, and we're just going to have to stand here for about 3 or 4 minutes just doing the first load of quests like so. Whilst that's happening, we can go ahead and hire all of these other companions because my main companion is level 60, and so my troops will stay level 60 now. Just makes everything so much faster. Okay, lovely jubbly. So that first mission is now complete. Lovely jubbly. Let's send the next one. Another 30 seconds. Okay, complete all. Lovely jubbly, and do it again. And then I believe this is the last one before all the other missions will spawn. I believe it's like it happens 4 times and then all the missions spawn, and then we can get to work and start actually pumping some gold out of this thing. Okay, complete. Yay, and then all the missions have spawned now. This is fantastic. So when we calculate, this will always do the missions that are like basically possible and also need to be done based off our specifications. So let's just press calculate and it will do them all. Lovely. Because we have level 60 troops, these troops will just carry all of our companions basically until they hit level 60. and then they become really good. But until then, my troops will just carry everything, and we'll just log in every 4 hours or so, check on my mission progress, and then that's it. Super simple, super easy, and actually super fun. Just, that's 50 gold right there. I've not really had to do anything. Now, in terms of anima, you have to keep a careful eye on anima at first, but later on, as you get to a higher campaign level with your adventure campaign, you don't need to really worry about anima at that point, because you'll get a lot more anima from your mission table. Until then, just be a little bit careful, and if you need to do some world quests, just check on your map, and if you've got an add-on like World Quest Tracker, you can always just do various world quests to get some quick anima. But there you have it, guys. That's how I've been enjoying World of Warcraft. I've been absolutely having a blast with this. I really hope you enjoyed this type of video. If you did, do me a favor and smash that like button, click on subscribe, and check out gaminghero.io. I do have a guide coming out on the Shadowlands mission table. See you soon, and this is Erosium out.